And then about 2 years later, I read the script. And everything about her from the beginning of hearing about the character and what she's experiencing and how it's all, wow, this is really echoey. It's like hearing your voice on a voicemail. That's how I sound. Shit. Very echoey. It was just everything about her. The idea of these things that I just mentioned, and having worked with Yorgos before, it felt like he and I had a friendship and a kinship where we were able to talk about everything, and I wanted to be privy to all parts of the building of the world of Poor Things, and because it was 4.5 years from when we first spoke about it to when we made it, it was really important to just to know everything that was going on, to be able to weigh in and be a voice for it, and yeah, so I guess all the reasons I just mentioned. Yeah.
And I understand that you and Yorgos, it is echoey, you're right. You and Yorgos approached Mark about playing this role. What was it about Mark that told you he could do this, he'd be perfect for this role?
Mark, what is it about you? What would you say are your qualities that make sense for this role? Just the top 10. 5. Do I have to hand you the mic?
Is there a microphone?
I was just waiting for the mic. Thanks.
I feel like the better question is Mark, how did you feel when approached for this role? And maybe I should ask you that instead of what qualities do you think?
I think you got the wrong guy. Was the first thing that came to my mind. Shouldn't I be reading for Max? Yeah, I really didn't see myself in this part, to be totally honest. And I said that to Yorgos, and then he said, "You're him." And that was the end of that discussion. Pretty much. Do you remember it like that?
I don't remember the but I might have been a one-on-one. No, I think with Mark, when we were talking about who would be, I'm just going to push back a little bit. Okay, sorry, who would be a narcissistic, toxic male? And he was like constantly, going through all of this and how layered and complicated that would make the character because you just love him even though he's such a buffoon. And then Mark was like, that's a bad idea. And then Lucas was like, no, it's not. He was like, okay. And so every day was kind of like a flip between him going, ugh, this is terrible, it's so bad, what am I doing? And then it's like rolling, he's like, hello! Like, it was so crazy to watch the dichotomy of like, he's in one extreme to the other extreme the whole time, so committed and so good, but then he's like, no, why am I doing this? And it was incredible. Yeah, so anyway, I mean, it was obvious, it had to be Mark.
That didn't happen.
Which part? It's all based on a true story.
That's the Hulk changing part, right? That's where it comes from. But Mark, because there is this lovely, sweet side to you, it makes us not totally hate Duncan, right? So how did you tap into that to not make us think he was a deplorable, idiotic, toxic buffoon?
Because he's just a really nice guy. He's got a heart of gold. Honestly, I don't know what I did. All I know is that when she tells him that she's already engaged to Max McCandless, that breaks him in two. And he just never really recovered it. It's a straight down after that. And that was just a total accident. that we came to know what that was going to be, because we never talked about the part. We never talked about the script. Right? I mean, you did. I didn't. And if I tried, you're just like, So we sort of we're just feeling our way through, literally and figuratively. Not figuratively.
That must have been so fun and so freeing though, compared to everything you had done prior to this. Like, what thing did it trigger in you that was like exciting to tap into?
Everything that I want to do but I can't. I mean, just the kind of just reckless, disastrous, pulling the ship as close as you can to the reef without actually wrecking it on the reef. It just being as kind of self-destructive as I possibly could as an actor, and destroy anyone's thought of what Mark Ruffalo was before was the motivating and animating factor behind the whole thing.
That's exciting.
It was a blast.
What you're both doing is kind of like pulling the boat